Alright, man, welcome back to another Patrickcc reaction. Today we got How Extreme Home Makeover Destroyed Families. Now Patrickcc always provides nothing but bangers, man, so like always, let's not waste any time, just get right into this one.
Imagine one morning you wake up to this guy screaming outside of your house into a megaphone. You walk outside
Move that bus! Alright, I'm sorry.
to find out that he is with a television crew and they are sending you and your family on a 1-week vacation, and during that time he is going to demolish your home and build you a brand new one from the ground up.
Dude, this shit was so iconic. Move that bus! Alright, I'm sorry.
Although it's pretty
that's my last time.
It sounds like a pretty good deal, right? Well, it is a good deal until it's not. Foreclosures, angry community members, property tax increases, bills doubling to tripling, and even more family struggles. Many of the families that were featured on Extreme Makeover Home Edition ended up worse off than before Ty Pennington showed up on their doorstep. But to fully understand how some families were negatively affected by what seems to be a very generous gift, we must first take a look at the families that were carefully chosen to get these home remodels. Typically, individuals would fill out an application form on the ABC website, which required them to provide a story of why they deserved a new house. You could also nominate another family, such as a friend or a member of your community. Every episode starts with a story of the deserving family in need, such as a family that lost their mother or father, a family with a disabled child, a family that's living in poverty, or a family affected by a natural disaster. Since this was a reality television show, it was very important to produce the most tear-jerking episodes possible, featuring stories that would deeply tug at the viewer's heartstrings. Some people argued that specifically targeting families who had endured unimaginable tragedy and faced overwhelming hardship was ABC exploiting them for better.
It almost is. Like, and then he's gonna explain it too, like when they upgrade their house, bills are gonna increase, property tax, and like all these fucking things that they probably really didn't think about.
Ratings. Joe Scarborough of MSNBC claimed that Extreme Makeover has a secret wish list of victims the show is trying to hunt down. They want to find a family who has multiple children with Down syndrome. They want to find a child with a rare condition that causes rapid aging and death. They want to find an extraordinary mom.
Bro, what?
Mom or dad who's diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease. Now, if the show was aggressively
bro, holy shit.
targeting these people, sure, that's a bit weird, especially because it's likely for the TV ratings and not for charity.
Of course.
However,
it's for the
it
TV
is still
ratings,
a good deed. Plus, if they helped out middle-class families or ones that seemed like they weren't that bad off, they would be criticized for not focusing on a more deserving family. I don't think Home Makeover is taking advantage of the families. However, I do think that monthly subscription sites take advantage of you and know that most people forget to cancel their subscriptions. Today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is here to help. Rocket Money is an all-in-one.
See, if you have no money in your account, they can't charge you. That's my thought process, right? Just have $0 in my account, and anytime I ever need to add anything or buy anything, I go put that specific money into that account and buy it right then and there. Easy. They can never charge me. Easy.
Finance platform that helps you save more and spend less. This personal finance app allows.
We're not gonna watch this ad. I almost sat here and watched this whole fucking ad. Jesus Christ.
Crew would treat the families to a fully funded vacation to destinations such as Hawaii, California, or Florida. During the family's trip, ABC would rally hundreds of contractors, construction workers, and volunteers in the local community to help. Sometimes they would even make Facebook pages so all their neighbors could stay up to date. Oftentimes, the volunteers are critical for the house getting completed on time. Then, Ty Pennington would video call the family and show his crew absolutely destroying their house. And sometimes they would take it too far. Take the Rapati Pierce family, for example. The mother and father were both police officers.
Okay, I was about to say, this is in 1080, right?
Officers, and one tragic night.
So I gotta remember, these things are filmed like before 2010, so the quality is just fucking dog shit.
Christina was shot during a foot pursuit, which led to her being paralyzed from the waist down. So they hired the LA SWAT team to place bombs inside of the house, detonate them, then drive a massive battering ram attached to an armored truck to destroy the house. Now, obviously,
it's a great use of, SWAT. This is a great use. I'm so glad that they're, using SWAT for such a good fucking purpose to just destroy a building. Yeah.
Have to do demolition to rebuild a new house from the ground up, but it would still be a bit traumatic to watch your home filled with all those memories get smashed to a million pieces. But the ridiculousness didn't stop there. Remember, this is reality TV. Just building a very practical, standard, and modest home wouldn't be good enough.
No,
so the
of course
carpenters
not.
and designers were pushed to create increasingly elaborate designs and gimmicks to boost ratings, such as
Bruh.
this airplane-themed bedroom with bags of peanuts as curtains, this very small backyard that
That's
was converted
horrible.
to a miniature go-kart track. How many trips around that go-kart track would a kid be able to do before they get absolutely sick of it? Why not a playroom with a ball pit containing 27,000 plastic balls? And my personal favorite,
Dude, what? They built a whole fucking ball
a
pit in a
teenager's
house?
room entirely made out of duct tape.
Desk. I have a bedspread and a pillowcase made out of duct tape.
The designers
Okay, this is just the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Really? You're gonna sleep on fucking duct tape, bro?
would take one small facet of their personality and dedicate the entire bedroom to it. Like this toddler who said he wants to be a cardiologist when he grows up, so they put EKG signals on the walls and a dresser designed to look like a human heart. Rooms like this seem very difficult to age in, and the tacky designs would actually take a considerable amount of effort to change. But sometimes it wasn't just tasteless designs. They would actually create new responsibilities that the family
Bro, what the fuck? A whole
may not
T-Rex?
have even wanted. For example, this teenager got a jacuzzi that took up half the bedroom. Could you imagine your room constantly
Bro.
smelling like hot chlorine water? The cost to maintain a jacuzzi is only about $20 to $40 per month in sanitizer and chemicals, but even doing the maintenance
Bro, what? Why would you want a jacuzzi in your room? Like, this is wild as
is a
fuck to me.
burden that maybe nobody wanted. Just draining that water every 3 to 4 months like you're supposed to would be incredibly inconvenient. Another thing they did often was add huge fish tanks or animal habitats, like this boy's room that looks like the reptile section at a
Dude,
pet
and now you have to take care of all of them, though. Think about
store,
that.
complete with frogs, turtles, and lizards. Buying pet food, supplies, and cleaning the tanks is even more important because it will literally kill the animal if you don't. Extreme home makeover inserting new responsibility onto you without your choice isn't only annoying. For some
Before,
people, it created even more problems and
After.
financial
Holy shit. I mean, like, how does your house... you just sell this house, right? In my opinion, if I'm these guys and my house goes from this to this next one, I just sell the house. Right then and there, I fucking sell it. 100%
without your
for half a
choice
mil.
isn't only annoying.
Probably
For
even
some
more.
people, it created even
Look at this
more
fucking
problems
house.
and financial stress.
This is definitely worth more than half a mil. Probably
that
800,000.
ultimately forced them to move
$1 million?
out of their homes. Now, most of the time, ABC would entirely pay off the home for the family. However, owning a home is more than just paying the mortgage.
Yeah.
Expenses such as property taxes, utilities, and home maintenance add up extremely quickly. There have been multiple reports of families whose expenses doubled, if not tripled, within the first year of living there. The Dickinson
Wow.
family went from an 1,800 square foot ranch to a 6-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 4,000 square foot
Bro, what the fuck? That is insane. Alright, this isn't... You just sell this house.
from an 1,800 square foot ranch to a 6-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 4,000 square foot super home equipped with cutting edge technology. So it's only natural to assume
So you
that the
just
bills
sell
would
it,
go
right?
up. Their electric bill alone went from about $200 per month to as high as $600 after. Their property taxes tripled. The wife, India,
700 to about
said
2,100.
she wasn't worried. My husband works and I work, so if I have to work another job to help keep it up, that's what I'll do.
No,
But as the
that's
years went
horrible.
on, it got worse and worse. And in October of 2016,
They should have just sold the house and went and bought it everyone.
William filed a Chapter 13 bankruptcy petition to save his home from foreclosure. He had only $5 in cash, $287 in a checking account, and $15 in a joint savings account at the time of filing.
Wow.
However, it
Whew.
seems like they never lost the house, because on 2022 Google Maps, you can see William and his daughter standing outside the front door, proud of their estate.
Oh,
But that
nice.
situation
That's
was
cool.
nothing compared to the Oakvath family. The Oakvaths were from Gilbert, Arizona, and their story began with a heartfelt letter from their daughter Cassandra, who requested the show to renovate the cancer ward where she had been a patient. Touched by Cassandra's selfless request, the producers not only granted her wish, but also surprised the family of 9 with a 2-story mansion. The
Oh my
construction involved a
God.
massive team of 1,600 contractors
Just
and
sell it.
volunteers that garnered attention from
I
across
really don't understand why they don't just sell that fucking house after they renovate it. I'd be like, thank you. I'm selling it now. I mean, you just quadrupled my house's price. I'm just gonna sell it.
State. Unfortunately, this wasn't happily ever after. Utility costs reached $1,200 for electricity per month and $400 per month for water. Property taxes increased from $1,600 pre-makeover to $5,600 after. Brian lost his job and was battling depression. With no other immediate solution, they used their house as collateral to take out a $405,000 loan. It was an adjustable...
I guess it was in 2006. Wow, $400,000 loan in 2006.
Rate mortgage, and the payments became too much for the family to handle. This was their dream home.
The home went into foreclosure in July 2008 and was scheduled to be sold at auction, but the sale was canceled after Uncle sold a pair of vehicles and made $14,000. Sold a pair of vehicles? They sold 2 cars. The cash from the home equity loan has all been spent, he said. Going to put the house on the market in 2007. They listed at $1.8 million. Whoo! That's what I'm saying. Yeah, sell that house for millions, bruh. Then dropped it to $1.4 million before taking it off the market. What do you mean taking it off the market? Wait, so they didn't sell it?
Rate mortgage, and the payments became too much for the family to handle. This was their dream home, and they knew they couldn't afford it. Craziest part is, they never even asked for this in the first place. The ironic part about these situations is that people's first instinct is to doubt the families. Why couldn't they figure it out? Why not get another job? Why didn't they just sell the house?
Dude, all those people, yeah, sell the house, exactly. That is my thing. Like, don't get another job, don't do all these things. Just sell the house that you got for free. Go out, get a new one, you know what I'm saying? Take the extra money. Like,
most of the time, nobody wants to buy these homes. The Oakvats listed their house for $1.8 million, then slowly started to lower the price over the next year. Out of desperation, they ended up selling for $500
grand? Oh my god. That's horrible. Wow. That's actually so bad. Oh my god.
$140K, just enough to break even on their loan and maybe put a down payment on a new place. The Beach family have been trying to sell their home since February 2013. The price tag started at $700,000 and is now down to $535,000. They say they had
to sell because the upkeep of the house is just too much, and now that many of their children have grown up and moved away, it is a unique home. It would take a unique person to buy it. It may suit a commercial venture like an adult vending facility or even a church retreat rather than a family. Man. Yeah, I mean, that is a great point that, like, they can't sell it because it's such a unique thing. No one wants this fucking house with a motherfucking jacuzzi in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like,
had to sell because
I guess just remove the jacuzzi and sell the jacuzzi by itself, right?
But the house is just too much now. It's a unique home and will take a unique person to buy it. Most critics forget the reason these families got these homes were because they were struggling in the first place.
Yeah.
Many of them had pre-existing debt. Some of them weren't even homeowners in the first place. They were renting the house and ABC bought it and built them a new one. Combine these money issues with the family trauma they were all experiencing, and it's a recipe for disaster. From my research, every single family that sold their house sold it for less than what it cost to build. But no matter what reason they chose to sell their house, they faced backlash from the community. Since each home is a community...
those guys are fucking idiots, bro. Really? You face backlash because of the like, fuck the community. They can all suck my balls, bro. What do you mean? We can't afford it, you fucks. Our house quadrupled. What do you mean? Like...
project with hundreds of volunteers. They look at the home like a gift from their neighbors.
No,
the Hassel family decided to sell just 3 years later because it was too much.
Yes, it is kind of a gift, but like, come on, bro, look at it in reality, not in some
stress to handle. Then a publication interviewed members of the community to see how they feel. A lot of people gave time, product, and services. Some are very angry. Some I've run into have asked, why do they deserve it? There was even a letter written to the local newspaper that titled, "The entire Hassel..."
It sounds like jealousy. You guys are all just fucking jealous.
Family story is a...
Oh, if it was my house, I would have done this. I never would have sold... Shut the fuck up, bitch. It's not your house, alright?
Disgrace and humiliation to this community. The Harper family's house foreclosed, and the mayor's response was, "It's aggravating. It just makes you mad. You do that much work, and they just squander it.
Okay, fuck the mayor, dude. All these guys are all fucking like assholes. Everyone is like,
Because
that's
he
just
helped vault
annoying,
a massive
man.
beam into place in the Harpers' living room. The Nicholas family received a home after the father died from contracting hepatitis C when he was pricked with a patient's contaminated needle. 9 years later, the home was foreclosed because the mother could not manage the previous home mortgage and new property taxes that tripled in price.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, but the home's annual tax is more than triple from 2008 to 2009, according to county records from about 2000 and 2008 to 7,500. Chat, like, what the fuck? And by the ongoing threat of foreclosure, I feel bad because so many people came together to help us. She said, "No, you definitely shouldn't feel like you let them down. And anyone who's like, you let us down, they're just fucking assholes. All right."
Price. I feel bad because so many people came together to help us, she said. I know I shouldn't feel like I let them down, but I do. Many of the families feel guilt and shame that they couldn't live happily ever after. Most of them don't want to sell their houses, but the financial stress and family tragedy is overbearing.
You just have to, man.
As the years went on, ABC scaled back their projects because so many homes were being foreclosed on.
Yeah,
they
makes
eventually
sense.
realized these over-the-top charity acts were too
Wait,
extreme.
did they start? Does the show's not going? Oh, dude, I did not just press back.
Imagine one.
The show's not going anymore, right? Like, the show had to have stopped. And either they stopped or they started, like, you know, making like normal fucking houses that people can, you know, actually
because he helped vault a
stay in.
massive beam into place in the Harpers. But I do. Many of the families feel guilt and shame that they couldn't live happily ever after. Most of them don't want to sell their houses, but the financial stress and family tragedy is overbearing. As the years went on, ABC scaled back their projects because so many homes were being foreclosed on. They eventually realized these over-the-top charity acts were too extreme to be truly helpful, but then their ratings dropped since the homes weren't extreme enough for TV, which led to the show being canceled in 2012. I also noticed that they only have a small selection of episodes available on Hulu today, and all of the families who went on to sell or get foreclosed on got their episodes removed from streaming.
Okay, that's fucking dumb, dude. That's so dumb. Like, come on, really?
Services. It turns out when you find a broken family facing hardship and financial problems, build them an extremely oversized home with ugly interiors in the middle of a neighborhood surrounded by other homes not even worth half as much as the new one they just built, it ends up doing more harm than good.
Crazy. It's crazy, huh? It's crazy how they didn't fucking, you know, realize that when it was happening. Jesus Christ. Oh, look, water. Yeah, like he's saying, Patrick, water, drink water. All right, I'm sorry. Well, that was a great fucking video, like always, man. Hey, yo, make sure to go subscribe to Patrickcc if you haven't already, man. Goddamn, what an absolute motherfucking banger, bitch. Hey, yo, if you liked the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you next time, man. Deuces.